Hi, I'm Meg.
And I'm David.
Welcome to The Average Vegans, a podcast to help you live an attainable vegan lifestyle. We're not the ripped influencer vegans you hear about in other podcasts. We're just some ordinary people living in the South, eating plants and loving animals.
And on our next episode, which is this one, is we're doing a little bit more of one of our mini-sodes. We're going to cover
Our teeny tiny
little
sods.
tiny sodes, hopefully shorter. I'm not going to drown along too long with you guys, but cover some news and some products. Just a quick little shout to you guys.
Just some vegan news you may have missed along the way that we wanted to share with you that we thought was interesting, and some products that we've tried recently and liked. And we might mention one that we didn't like too. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, there's a lot of news going on. You curated a lot of this because there's a lot going on. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
you're on top of it.
And it's not just products either. We also, a lot of them are, but there is some other news too. But let's just dive into it.
Yeah.
The first being Babybel cheese is coming out with vegan options. So those are the little circles, you all know them, with the red wax around them. You can just imagine it right now. You peel the plastic off, and then you have to unwind that red wax ring thing around. It's so satisfying. And now they're finally going to have a vegan cheese line. And it's by, their name is Belle Brands.
Yep,
I get it. That makes sense. They're launching with two H's vegan cheese line on Amazon Fresh and select retailers, and it's happened in April, so that's this month. Yay. And there's lots of options, it looks like. So mozzarella, provolone, cheddar, and some blends, some shreds, slices of stuff, but also those little ones that we all know and love. I'm just excited to see a well-known dairy cheese brand actually venture into a vegan option.
Well, yeah.
That's very exciting.
Well, they're even starting a whole separate portion, which is good because that means hopefully we're likely to keep some things separated. Processes, and we'll certify things vegan, so there's not any issues there. And even the I think it was representative said would actually mention talk about melting cheeses and how cheeses are big. Cheese and food is such a big part of culture and coming together, and which is going to be important now that we're kind of coming out of this insanity. But once he melted, I'm like, you can make it melt good.
Yeah, I know, right? But I mean, because you got to think about it. It's going to be amazing. They're not going to put their name on something that's not super good, because we all remember that cheese as being like that creamy, yummy, delicious little circle of heaven. So I can't imagine them putting their label on something that's not as divine. And so I'm really stoked.
Oh, I am too.
So I hope this leads other cheese brands to come out with vegan options. This might be the push.
I mean, there's a market for it. That's the main thing. It's supply and demand. The market drives the product. Jumping on to our next bit of news. So the vegan seafood search has had a jump. Seaspiracy, which is a documentary that exposes the horrors of the massive horrors of the fishing industry and the brutality of it for animals, the people, and the planet, is out on Netflix. And it's driving a lot of interest into switching to seafood options, which there's a lot of sea vegetables, and you can use seaweeds and kelps and stuff to create the same kind of flavor. There's a place not too far from here where I went to a place and they had shrimp and fish, different types of fish, and I got upset.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what are you bringing me? They're like, it's all vegetables. No problem, it's all vegetables. But as far as search numbers go, the United States has shown an interest in vegan seafood with a 100% increase over this last year.
Wow.
Australia is showing an 83%, and the UK with a 45% increase.
That's really interesting. And I have seen advertisements for this. I feel like you and I should watch it and do a whole episode on this documentary and also about the horrors of the fishing industry and all that, because I think that's important for people to understand that they have no idea what's in their fish.
Oh no! I mean, the ocean of itself is a massive ecosystem. Not to mention like the microplastics and the mercury and stuff you're going to ingest, but also people think like fish is healthy for you. No, you're still going to get cholesterol. You're still going to get some dietary fats and stuff in there you don't need.
Yeah,
but that's a whole other.
Yeah, we need to do a whole episode. I'm telling you, because I'm really interested in watching this and seeing like how they present this, because I think people, isn't that kind of like the joke sometimes that people that don't know what being vegan is, they always ask, can't you eat fish still?
I was given a tuna
They
fish
don't
sandwich.
even, right, like they don't even put it two and two together, that's a living being as well. Like we are so conditioned to look at fish as like almost like a cockroach, which to non-vegans is just a bug that you would squish, and it's the same thing to them. It's so crazy to me.
I was out for work years and years and years ago at a client's place, and they were like, we're ordering lunch. I'm like, well, I'm vegan, don't worry about it, because the area we're in, it would have been very difficult. I'm like, oh no, we know what you need, we're good, we got it. And then we went for lunch, and they had me a box, and I went, opened it up, and went, huh. They went, what? It's tuna. You okay with that? And I was like, no, I don't eat meat. And like, well, it's fish. And I wanted to go, what plant do fish grow on? Like, it's an animal, it's alive, it has a nervous system, it feels pain. You just, so. Luckily,
what plant do fish grow
I'm so
on?
used to it. I had a bar with me, and I made out fine.
Right. Yeah, so I think we should all watch that documentary and learn about the horrors of the fishing industry and have those conversations, especially with people that have no idea what is going on, like spread that knowledge a little bit. So that's a good one. Okay, back to food. Why do I have the food ones? All right. This was literally announced, I think today, or like very, very recently. Dunkin Donuts is launching vegan donuts, but it's in Belgium at the moment. I know. Wah, wah. Sorry. But at least it's a step forward, okay? And it's not just like a few options. There's 41 vegan donuts. Come on. That's exciting. So they're launching vegan options only in Belgium at the moment. Online orders. They plan to launch countrywide with peanut butter and jelly. Mango passion. Ooh, I like that one.
Oh, yeah.
Don't like the thought of a lotus sensation. That sounds very perfumey. Nope,
No,
not my jam.
I thought the same thing, yeah.
41 options, you're going to find something you want for sure. So there's going to be some options in the United States, but they don't have any plans to tell us when that might happen. But, we'll see. Belgium, buy all the donuts. So then maybe they'll give it to other places. Please.
I mean, hopefully it's just a test market to see how well it does, so it can spread. Usually vegan options tend to launch, even the fast food chains tend to launch first in Europe and England, stuff like that, in UK. So here's the hoping.
Mad at KFC.
Do what?
I'm still mad at KFC.
Why? Because they dropped the whole
because
thing?
They launched here in Georgia. That crap sold out in 6 hours, and they're not heard from since. Not a word. Maybe like, what the heck, guys? Thought we showed you what was up.
The man's here. You make the money. Just do it.
Come on. No, I'm just really excited because Dunkin's, offered, I think that they're the ones that offered the Impossible. And then it has the Beyond, or one of the others. One has the one. I can't remember.
Anyway.
But that's great that they have that option, so you can have at least a meat-free choice. But to have a donut that you can have, I mean, it's literally in the freaking name. Right. Why is it taking so long?
Well, because there's only one place near us. Like there's not the only one, but there's a well-known place near us that has a lot of vegan options. So but it'd be great if I could just go, I want a treat.
And I love how you say near us. Let's clarify, sir. It's like an hour for me. There's a Dunkin' like 10 minutes from my house. That's a big difference.
Oh, well, I mean,
and by the time I get to the one in Atlanta, they're sold out. So, I mean,
right. Because right now you got to order online.
I mean, they just need to open more options. We'll give you a shout out, Revolution Donuts. They should just open like, I don't know, 6 more places, and then I'll be satisfied.
They have two locations, but they're pretty close to each other, if I recall.
They are. It's like, you could have gone a little further.
Like a Starbucks. You go to a Starbucks, you walk out, and there's a Starbucks in front of you. Like,
right.
I should get a coffee. Yeah.
So we're excited for some possible donuts at Dunkin Donuts. We'll see how it goes. Again, Belgium, buy it out.
Come on, guys. So moving on and keeping with the food theme, Oatley's dairy-free ice cream is coming to Major League Baseball stadiums, which is fantastic. So they are partnering with the MLB to offer soft serve ice cream options at the stadiums for the Chicago Cubs and the Texas Rangers. There's no word yet of offering coming out of other stadiums, but it's a welcome addition to all the other options we have in many stadiums. Even the Atlanta Braves Stadium has a lot of options. Well, a fair amount compared to some.
Yes, right.
But they have I think they have Beyond, the Impossible. They also have veggie dogs that are vegan as well.
Yes, that's unusual to find at places too. Yeah. So that's exciting.
Yeah, fun fact: Cracker Jacks is vegan. Just so you know.
What?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I had to go to. We went to. I had a work thing for Braves game, and I hit a button. Okay, I hit a button to break anything. But we had a work thing at a Braves game, and they sold out of like the veggie dogs and everything. So I ended up eating a lot of peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
That's really interesting, though. I would think that it wouldn't be. Huh.
Yep.
I'm really excited, and I hope it comes to Atlanta because my company just got 4 season passes or seasons, whatever. What are they called? Box? I don't know the seats. The seats, you know. Whatever. To the Braves. I don't even like baseball. Okay, it's not my jam because I get bored. But I'll go for the food. I've done that before. Like I've seen the Yankees play in Yankee Stadium just because I went for food. Like that's literally, my motivation in life. But if you have like freaking dairy-free ice cream that I can get nowhere but a grocery store, like that's exciting. There's one place in Atlanta I know I can get dairy-free ice cream, but again, it's like an hour away. So this would be fun. Oh, yeah. I hope they spread to all the stadiums.
Yeah, I mean, most stuff like this is a trial run, and if people buy it, that means it makes more money, and they'll more willing to put it in other places.
Look, we're going to yell to our Chicago and Texas fans. We actually have a lot of Texas fans. Guys, eat all the ice cream.
Texas Rangers, go out there and eat the ice cream. Push it over. Do us a solid, guys.
Just going to make everybody so sick. All the donuts, all the ice cream. We do have a majorly dedicated fan in Belgium. So, dude, eat all the donuts. You should send us photos. I would cry.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so speaking of like wonderful news, this is our last bit of news, but this is really great because I'm super excited. So in Atlanta, there is a very, very popular vegan restaurant. It is Black owned by a wonderful woman called Pinky Cole. And she has like a special sauce that she uses on her burgers. And it's actually being used at Shake Shack. And as of this recording, this has already been offered and I think it's off the shelves right now. But we still want to talk about it because this is huge. It's not just huge for, a vegan company, but this is a local Atlanta company. This is a female Black-owned company that, getting represented at Shake Shack, which I've never had in my life, but I would go. I would totally go. But she's the owner of Atlanta-based Slutty Vegan, which I have not been to yet. I've tried twice now, but I can never find parking because the line is too long. So they're partnering with Shake Shack to offer for a very limited time the Slutty Shack. I love it so much. It's Shake Shack's veggie patty topped with the secret Slutty Vegan Slut Dust, which is like the best freaking name I've ever heard. Obviously with other toppings. And these are, you have to mention because these are kind of cool. Lemon ginger kale on your burger. That sounds amazing.
I just want a bowl of that right now. Is what I want.
Right? Caramelized onions, vegan ranch, and vegan mayo. That sounds like the best burger. And it was available in Atlanta and in Harlem in early April. So if you had one of those, we want to know what it was like because it sounds amazing.
Oh yeah, I want a burger now. I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm like, oh man, this is a bad idea to do this. Because I'm like, my brain's going, food? What?
I know. We always
Donuts,
talk
ice
about
cream,
food when
burgers?
we're the hungriest too.
Right?
All right, so that's the end of our little news portion. So let's talk a little bit about some vegan products that we've tried recently. Most of these are things that I've tried recently, so
Yes.
I'll start.
Okay.
There's a brand called the Alpha. At least I think that's what they're called. That's what it says on there, but you never know.
Yeah.
Crispy chicken patties. I've had them. I bought them in bulk at, I think it was at Costco. And my daughter loves them. They're a quick, easy way to add, a little bit of crunchy, chickeny like meat texture to any meal. And they have burritos too. So those are always really nice to just have in the freezer if you need something quick. I think they're the ones that have a buffalo burrito, like a buffalo chicken burrito, which is really, really good. So again, just quick, easy stuff that is from a brand that I've never seen until recently. And I'm excited to try some of their other products. They have really nice branding too. It's very simple and clean and black. I love that.
Yeah, I've had a couple of their burritos. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
They're a little more substantial than like some of your like kind of cheaper like Amy's $1.50 burritos. So they're more substantial. So I like them.
Yeah, that's a good point. They are kind of a thicker little burrito.
Thicker burrito. Thicker
burrito. Oh gosh. Have you ever had this next thing that I have on the list?
I believe I have. Yes.
Okay, so I got these at Publix, and I have passed by these and not bought them many times, and I was just like, you know what, they look at me every time and stare at me, so I'm gonna try them. So I got them at Publix again. I think I already said that, but I don't know how to say this brand.
Nasoya. Yeah.
Thank you. They're dumplings, and they are tofu, vegetable, totally vegan, organic dumplings. And if you cook them, I did them like a little bit in the air fryer, and then I did a little bit like in a pan so that, I could control the sear on them and not get them too overdone. They turned out really, really well. And the sauce is super, super good. I think it's a good alternative than like ordering or, if you don't have an option near you that has, I don't have any tofu vegetable dumplings that I can get delivered to me. So this is nice that I can just go to the Publix and get it. I live out in BFE. So.
Oh, I think when I had them, I think I steamed them and they didn't hold up too well steamed.
Oh yeah, I couldn't imagine. No.
Because normally when I order like Chinese food or whatever, if I get dumplings, I get them steamed because I don't want them fried or anything. I'm trying to cut the oil back. So I think now they have an air fryer. I haven't had them in a while, so I think they have an air fryer. I might pick them up and try them air fried now.
Yeah, they turn out really good. I just always get worried I'm going to dry them out a little too much,
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, they're really good. Again, the sauce is nice because that's like important for a dumpling,
Yes.
You gotta have a good sauce to go with it, and thankfully they give you one in that little packet. So I'm glad I finally tried them after walking by a million times. Okay. Has anyone made the TikTok pasta? And I bet you know what I'm talking about. So the feta cheese and the little grape tomatoes, and you literally just bake it in the oven. And so my daughter came to me one day and she was like, Mom, I want to make this. So we made her version and we made a vegan version for myself. When she said mine smelled better. I made her try it. She said mine tasted better.
Damn
so
right.
The next time I made it, we made it vegan. I was like, look, see, that was like one of those moments where you're just like, I freaking won. Oh, it's great. It's great.
It's got brush.
But yes.
Like brush shows off.
Like so proud of me. No, but I use the Biolife Feta. It is very similar to a regular feta. The silkiness kind of and texture of it is very, very similar. It does taste, I'd say like 80% like a dairy feta. I mean, I wouldn't say it's super like it to me, but it's very, very good. And when you bake it with those tomatoes and put it in pasta and garlic, it is so good. I highly recommend for like an indulgent comfort meal, which David's like, I don't do that. I'm so healthy. That's me making fun of you.
You should. I'm not gonna take a picture because it doesn't look like anything. We should have seen what I made in the Instapot. It just looks like hot garbage. It's good, but it looks like hot garbage. You're like, what in the hell?
I love all those like throw everything in a pot meals.
It's straight up what it was. It's good though. All I want now is Biolife Feta TikTok pasta.
It's so good. Maybe next time we cook for each other, I'll make one for you.
I am so hungry right now.
All right, well, we have one more product and then one more little thing, and then we're done.
All right.
Okay, so the last product is a new creamer that I found. It's by Planet Oat, and it's an oat milk creamer. Let me take one more sip because I'm trying it right now.
I had it. It's actually pretty good.
It's very good. And I got the vanilla flavor because that's my husband's favorite. So I wanted to see if he liked, because we usually use the almond milk one.
Yeah.
We also have used a cashew milk one, but he's never tried an oat milk. So I was like, let's just give it a shot. It's really good. I think it stands up. I think he'll actually like it. So there's a recommendation for a brand I've never seen before, or maybe I don't remember. Their branding just doesn't look very familiar to me.
I've had it. I can't remember if I had the vanilla or the caramel. I think I got the caramel one.
I almost did, but Todd
really,
likes vanilla more, so
it's really good. I really enjoy it. It's of course I don't put enough in there to get like strong flavor. So if you haven't listened to the show before, I'm famously like use very little creamer. I use like, I would say my coffees are like 98% coffee and like 2% creamer. Just like a bloop, bloop, that's it. It's a drop. Just
mine's probably like
I usually do like a
75-25 probably.
Damn. I do probably about a teaspoon and a half of creamer. That's all that I do.
You're drunk. I can't.
Not yet. No.
No, but it's a pretty good creamer for oat milk, which is, not always like a super creamy kind of texture. Sometimes I really like it. It was delicious, so highly recommend.
Oh yeah, same, absolutely.
All right, so one last thing, you can promote this. You go.
All right, so we if you listen to our recent episode, one of our recent episodes, Learn to Speak, we have Peggy Brusseu. Yes. The Contented Vegan is out. It's out now, actually.
It is out. Yep.
It came out recently.
I think it comes out like either this week that we're recording or next week that we're recording.
Next week. It comes out 13th or 15th, I believe. But yes.
Yeah.
So
this is new book.
Okay. Peggy has been an absolute delight. We'd like to interview. Love talking to her, and she's been a very good friend of the show. She's so sweet to us, giving us a lot of shout outs, which we can't speak any. We can only speak kindly and not enough. I think about Peggy.
We fangirl hard for
hard.
Peggy,
So,
but her new cookbook is a definite must buy. You have to go out and get it. Like we had a contest. I shipped it out to our winner, and I was sad the second I left it. So I'm actually going to buy it myself because I want it so bad. But because it's beautifully done. It's not just wonderful recipes. It's really beautiful. It's just a very thick, hearty cookbook too.
Especially if you're looking to have recipes and ideas and how to use herbs like that in a very simple and fresh way, and not just doing what I did for meal prep and throwing crap in a pot and making it hot and go, it's gonna be good either way. Because this is what happens when I have no time and a bunch of stuff in the fridge.
You've heard me talk about how Peggy inspires me to look at cooking like it's art. So this is definitely the cookbook for that kind of experience. You will look at these recipes like making a beautiful art piece. It's wonderful. Highly recommend you go buy that cookbook, and follow Peggy on Instagram. She's amazing. We'll link her in the show notes, of course. And that's it for our little mini-sode. So let's just talk about where you can find us. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, or anywhere you get your podcast fix. Please take a moment to leave us a review, even if it's just they're cool, we really like the way they pick on each other. That would be great. Recommend us to your friends, family, coworkers, strangers, the delivery driver. Of course, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Average Vegans, or email us at theaveragevegans@gmail.com. Show notes, links, all that stuff can be found at theaveragevegans.com. We would love to hear from you guys. Like, I want to know what your vegan products you've tried recently, because I'm always looking for new stuff. So give me some inspiration. Let us know what you've tried and loved. Let us know if you have any vegan news you want to share, all that good stuff. And that is it for this week.
All right. Well, until next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.